Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and the other day when I was at Costco, I picked up a Bordeaux for super cheap, so that's what I'm going to be reviewing today. So today we have the 2016, and I apologize in advance, I know I'm going to butcher this, Bel Ormeau, Ormeau? E-A-U in French is O, Ormeau. That's what I'm gonna stick with, even though I'm still probably getting it wrong. It is 14.5% alcohol by volume, and I paid like $12 for this bottle at Costco. So there were some people who gave it some good reviews. One person I feel like sometimes is hit and miss in terms of how they review stuff, and the other organization is, I think, a little bit more accurate. Both gave good reviews. So I'm interested to see, is this one of those where they just really did a good job representing what this bottle is about, or is it just really overhyped for like $11 or $12? I really hope it's not overhyped. From a color standpoint, you are gonna say pale ruby. No artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, so on the nose, I mean, you smell like Bordeaux. You do, you have this kind of plum, you get a little bit of a red cherry and a black cherry. There's a touch of raspberry, a touch of cedar, a little bit of clove, tiny bit of cinnamon. This kind of just really kind of bright black currant note. But I'm not getting a ton, even though the secondary is there, I'm not getting a ton of it. It's at 14.5%, really well integrated with the alcohol on the nose. Oh, and it has a medium plus intensity on the nose. I always forget to mention that. But I mean, it smells very nice. It doesn't smell developed though. So even at 2016, it smells like it has a long way it can go in the bottle. But how does it taste? In terms of body, medium acid. Let me jump ahead here. Medium plus finish, about 10 seconds off from being long. The fruits there has this kind of medium plus intensity on the fruit. The secondary is kind of lacking. In terms of tannins, medium tannins, they're a little bit grainy. There's a slight chalkiness to it. Overall though, it's not a remarkable wine. For an $11, $12 Bordeaux, it's probably on par with what I would expect. I think all the rave reviews for this wine are really merited, to be quite honest. But let's get to the blick to really solidify that. From a balance standpoint, I do think you're in balance, so I'm gonna give you a full point there. Length, medium plus finish, half a point. 10 seconds more, you would have had another full point. So close, so close. Intensity, medium on the nose, medium plus on the palate, half a point. And in terms of complexity, the nose has really nice, nicely intense primary elements with some kind of subdued secondary. But then when you get to the palate, the fruit is there and everything else is there, but it feels still kind of very one-dimensional whenever you're drinking the wine. So what I'm gonna say is, because I'm gonna give it half a point. Like, as a solo drinker, this wine probably doesn't work very well. As a solo drinker, I'm actually gonna downrate this wine to okay. As something paired with food, I would probably pair it up to good, but even then you have to be careful with what you pair it with because it doesn't have a lot of tannins, it doesn't have a ton of acid. It's more of like something you would use whenever you're trying to pair something that is like medium acidity with probably a high level of umami. Like some sort of like mushroom dish or something like that. That would work really well with this, but I don't know if I would like use it with, I don't know if I'd use it with steak or anything that has like a high acid base. I think the wine would totally get lost in the intensity of the other flavors. It's just gonna be very muted. So let the fruitiness kind of power through the umami, and the dishes like that are probably what I would recommend with pairing on this wine. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the Bel Ormeau? And that's how I'm gonna pronounce it, even if I'm wrong. If you have, leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime.